Every day I wake up, wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy. Envy's off today.
Absolutely.
He's off today. Man, drop on the clues bomb for Lil Jon. I'm really moving to want to go see Lil Jon in Atlanta for 96.1 the Jingle Ball.
Really? You
Yes,
think you
I
can
am.
handle that, being around a many people?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's why I'm getting myself
you know how
psyched
you
up
are.
now.
Yes.
You know, but then it might be day of and I'll be like, nah,
Exactly.
we ain't going. Mimi Brown. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, Jess. How y'all doing?
Good morning, girl. Hold up, before you start, we got to get into some Monday night. No, what is it? Thursday night football.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. Envy Giants won finally, yo. They, come on, for real, 34-17. They beat the Eagles.
I could give a damn. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
I know, but on the one day that he can brag and talk ish, he's not here.
I don't care about either one of these teams. They both NFC East rivals.
Oh
Don't
my
even
God.
care.
Well,
okay?
congratulations for Envy. I'm going to hold it down for you, babe. Congratulations to the New York Giants. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning. All right, so we start this morning in Washington, where the government shutdown is now in its 10th day.
Damn.
And there's still, 10th day, and there's still no vote to reopen the government. The Senate left town late last night with no deal guaranteeing that shutdown will stretch into next week. That also means military members are likely to miss their first paycheck as the standoff drags on. Now, earlier in the day, Senate Democrats, they blocked a Republican funding bill for the 7th time, where both sides remain stale locked over health care subsidies and spending priorities. Now, Republicans, they want a short-term clean funding bill, while Democrats insist any deal must include the extension of the Affordable Care Act credits that are set to expire at the end of the year. Now, as frustrations grow in Washington, it's hitting home for families across the country. During a C-SPAN live call on Thursday, a Republican mother from Virginia, whose husband serves in the military, made an emotional plea directly to House Speaker Mike Johnson. She said if the shutdown continues, that her husband, if he misses a paycheck next week, her 2 medically fragile children would lose access to the medication they need to survive. Let's listen to how this shutdown is affecting everyday real people.
If we see a lapse in pay come the 15th, my children do not get to get the medication that's needed for them to live their life, because we live paycheck to paycheck. I am begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die. We don't have the credit because of the medical bills that I have to pay regularly. You could stop this, and you could be the one that could say military's getting paid. And the audacity of someone who makes 6 figures a year to do this to military families is insane.
She's absolutely right.
Yeah.
She's absolutely right. The rent, the mortgage, the electric bills, gas bills, the health care bills, they don't care that the government is shut down. They want their money.
Yeah, man.
They do. Because the bills don't stop. Well, Johnson told her he was angry about situations like hers, but again, he blamed Democrats for blocking that funding plan in the Senate. So we'll continue to watch this. It will, of course, play into next week.
This is not going to be the political win that either party thinks it is, because people do not care about which party is responsible for what. They just want their goddamn money. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. And in other news, conservative political group Turning Point USA says it is launching its own halftime show to compete with the NFL, setting up what could be one of the most politically charged Super Bowl Sundays yet. Now, the group, founded by activist Charlie Kirk, announced the All-American halftime show set to air during the Super Bowl on February 8th. Now, few details have been released, but a website for the event promises more information soon about who will perform and how fans can watch. A survey on the site, it's asking fans what kind of music they like, listing options like country, hip hop, and rock, along with one choice that's labeled anything in English. The move,
Yo,
Well, these people are crazy.
petty as hell.
Petty, anything in
English is hilarious. Y'all better
Yes.
not have no nachos at y'all Super Bowl party.
Crazy.
then, okay? No nachos at your goddamn Super Bowl party then, okay?
Absolutely. So the move appears to be in direct response, of course, to the backlash over the NFL's choice. We know the headliner is Bad Bunny. He's the Puerto Rican superstar known for his chart-topping hits and his outspoken political views. Now, some conservatives argue that Bad Bunny doesn't, quote, reflect American values. So this is what this is all about, the quote unquote American values.
I would say that Bad Bunny represents the most American of values, because that's what America is supposed to be about. Inclusivity. It's supposed to be about, freedom, liberty, and justice for all. People come to America to achieve things like Bad Bunny has achieved. Yeah. Like, I would say that Bad Bunny is what you would call the American dream in a lot of ways. Where else can you come? You can come from, by the way, Puerto Rico is America. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but not because they want to be.
Exactly. And America is supposed to be the melting pot. I think that's what you were saying.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, coming up at 7, it's cuffing season. But this year, there's a new player in the mix. We'll tell you what it is and how it's changing the game.
Damn, people still be out here looking to get cuffed? I guess so.
Every time it get cold, duh.
Yeah, I guess I don't be thinking about it because I've been cuffed for so
right,
long.
Yeah, you be cuffed forever. Yeah, everybody be trying to be cuffable around this time.
You done hold all summer, but now you want to be cuffed over one person.
Absolutely. That's how it goes. Blueprint ain't never changed.
Well, guess what? For you ladies in a small town, or you guys in a small town, everybody know he slept with all summer, so why the hell would they settle down with your stupid ass when it get cold? I'm going to wait till it's freezing to get chlamydia?
Oh, my God. Stop.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy. DJ Envy is off today, but it's time for front page news with Mimi Brown.
Hey, girl.
Good morning, Mimi. Oh, let me say, too, the Las Vegas Aces are playing the Phoenix Mercury tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN. I love when games come on late on a Friday because I don't have to be up early tomorrow.
And the Giants won. Congratulations, big Giants.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. You know why don't nobody care? Because
why don't nobody care?
I like this. I love the city of Philly, by the way. Okay?
Yeah, I know you
But
do.
I also love New York. But I hate their teams.
Okay, but they won. What the Cowboys doing? Oh, okay.
We got a better record than the Giants.
It don't matter. They won yesterday. Give
and
them
we
that.
beat the Giants this year.
Big up, New York. What's up, Mimi?
Hey, Mimi.
What's up, Jess and Charlamagne? Okay, so we start this hour in New York, where Attorney General Letitia James, the Democrat who took on Donald Trump's business empire, is now facing criminal charges of her own. A federal grand jury in Virginia indicted James on 2 felony counts, bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution tied to what prosecutors call a fraudulent mortgage scheme. Now, it makes her the second high-profile Trump critic to face criminal charges after former FBI Director James Comey's indictment. Now, according to the 10-page indictment filed Thursday in the Eastern District of Virginia, prosecutors allege that James misrepresented the purpose of a home she purchased back in Norfolk in 2020. They say she applied for a second home mortgage, a type of loan that comes with lower rates, but then rented out the property to tenants, violating the terms of the loan and pocketing roughly $19,000 in what they call improper gains. Now, federal prosecutors also accuse her of repeating those misrepresentations on insurance and tax documents. Lindsay Halligan, Trump's former personal attorney turned interim U.S. attorney for the district, announced the charges yesterday, saying no one is above the law. Now, James, she quickly fired back, calling these allegations a desperate political attack from a president determined to punish his critics. Let's hear more of what she had to say.
He is forcing federal law enforcement agencies to do his bidding, all because I did my job as the New York State Attorney General. These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost.
She's absolutely right, and that's why we got to stop acting like Donald Trump doesn't have a hit list. Like, this is nothing but revenge. Like, it's almost pointless to even read what Tiz James is being charged with because it's some BS. Like, Trump doesn't hide anything in regards to who he has a problem with. He told y'all he hates his opponents. He tells you who he doesn't want on TV. He tells you, what politicians he wants jailed. He wants to do people exactly the way that he was done when they were coming after him. Mm-hmm. I don't even think he cares if these people get charged. Get convicted or not.
I was just getting ready to say that. Analysts, a lot of people are saying it doesn't even matter if they get charged. It's just the fact that they have to go before a judge. They have to take that perp walk. They have to do all of those things. Right. So it's a win for him either way. So
yeah, he cares if they get charged. He cares if they get charged. You don't care if they get convicted.
Exactly.
You said they got to take a perk walk?
I mean, that's basically what he's in it for. Right? He just wants to embarrass them.
Girl, what you know about a perk walk?
First of all, I can see them taking a perk. This is stressful. All right, I wouldn't blame any of them if they took a perk.
A perk walk is crazy. Okay,
but
go ahead.
She didn't say perk, she said perp.
Oh, perp walk. Girl, I thought you were talking about Percocet.
You know when you used to shoplift, Jess, and you get arrested and they had to bring you in front of the judge? You remember that?
Yes, that's on the way out the store, girl, they used to come and grab me by my little elbow like, don't turn around, don't make a scene. Ooh.
All right, well, court documents show that U.S. District Judge Jamar Walker, which is a Biden appointee, will preside over the case. She is set to make her first court appearance on October 24th in Norfolk. So we will continue to watch what happens in that case. And while one New York official is fighting charges of her own, the city she represents is taking on a different kind of battle, big tech. So on World Mental Health Day, New York City is asking a judge to hold Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and others accountable for what it calls a youth mental health crisis, claiming the apps are designed to keep kids hooked, even at the expense of their well-being. In a 327-page federal complaint, the city says platforms have become a public nuisance, forcing schools and hospitals to shoulder mental health burdens that they did not choose. So according to the lawsuit, the companies allege that these social media companies built algorithms, notifications, and engagement loops that exploit psychological vulnerabilities in teenagers, contributing to depression, anxiety, self-harm, and other serious outcomes. And New York says it is now being forced to pay the price, more counseling, more hospital visits, more strain on schools. And these types of lawsuits, they are not just limited to New York. In fact, more than 30 states have already, they have pending or past actions against Meta, alleging that Facebook and Instagram are harming mental health, youth mental health.
Definitely.
Well, we can also do our best as parents to keep our kids off those platforms. Like, I don't allow my kids to use social media, and they don't miss it because they never had it. Okay, now that damn YouTube and those tablets with Roblox, that's a different story. But you can't miss what you never experienced. So, my kids ain't never been on social media.
I get it, but that's just one household. That's your household. These teenagers, they get it. They get on social media, whether you're around them or not. You know what I mean? Like my 13-year-old, I have like a block, like he can only have, I have a limit on his screen time, right? Like for TikTok and all that type of stuff. But like his friends get to be on there all day. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna find it. They got too much access to the internet. They got all these different social media platforms. Then YouTube actually show crazy stuff too. It is getting darker and darker on YouTube as well.
But YouTube is easier. YouTube is easier to control as far as like parental controls. Like you can put parental controls on YouTube.
Yeah, you can put parental controls on everything that they got going on Apple with the new updates and everything. But they still get to it somehow. They do.
They do, Jess. I was just saying. I was talking to my son. He's 11. I had to block all the apps on social media apps. But he would, you can still get to YouTube. Yeah. And even with this lawsuit, YouTube is arguing that. Their platform is more like a streaming service, not a social media network, and so they're trying to say that they're exempt from the social media. The mental health aspect of it. But we'll continue to watch. And Meta, by the way, is declining to comment on this case.
But if we know that these sites are having an impact on our kids' mental health, then we're gonna have to do our job to protect our kids parents. Because them platforms don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so after all the talk about how social media is reshaping our mental health, now artificial intelligence is changing something else, how we connect. So we've all heard of cuffing season, that time of year when the weather cools down and people start looking to lock in a partner before winter. They are still doing that, Charlamagne. Yep. It typically runs. Yep. It runs from October to February. But this year, the dating game is looking a little different thanks to AI. People are now turning to dating apps and plugins that use artificial intelligence to help them slide into someone's DMs. So apps like Riz, GPT, Your Move, CupidBot, among others, what they do is they analyze your profile and then help you craft everything from that perfect icebreaker to that clever one-liner. Developers say it's meant to take the pressure off of people who freeze up when trying to start a conversation. But critics say it takes the authenticity out of dating. So dating coaches, they're already seeing it play out in real time, with some people admitting they're not sure if they're falling for a person or falling for an algorithm.
But you see, it's like ups and downs with that, right? Because I like it because this gives the people who can't talk to women, you know, the socially awkward people that still want to date, it gives them a chance to be able to communicate with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
You think so? Because to me, it feels like a different form of catfishing. Because am I talking to you, or are you putting what I say in an app and then spitting it out? What you're going to say back to me?
That's very true. And shouldn't you have a limit on how many times you talk to a person through the computer? At some point, if there's some interest, y'all should meet up and look in each other's eyes and, you know, see what each other smell like, right?
Right. But you got to take the lessons, though. Like, you can't just be on there just, how do I say this to the girl? You have to be able to be trained by it. You know, you got to learn something from it. And then you can even be honest, when we do meet up and see each other for the first time and I smell you and all that and you don't stink, you have to be honest. Be like, look, I ain't even going to hold you. I ain't really know how to, you know, spit the game to you. So I asked, you know, ChatGPT, how to holler at you. You know, I'm going to get better with it. But I at least I did my due diligence on trying. Yeah. So I put the effort in to try to get to communicate with you to get to this point right here.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. For all the medium ugly guys like myself, the computer does you a disservice, and I tell you why. I would have never overachieved in the women's department the way I did in my life if it wasn't for face-to-face conversation. Because you know, if I was just talking to a woman during the computer, they'd be like, oh, you know, blah blah blah, he's interesting, whatever. But then when they meet me, they're like, ugh.
Oh my God, he
But
ugly.
when you present the medium ugly from the beginning, but then they be like, oh, he's funny, oh, he might be smart, oh, you know, I like his conversation. Then it's different. It grows over time. You start to look past the medium ugly.
Yeah, but you talking about being ugly. We talking about communication. Like, we have to know
that's what I mean. If it wasn't for communication, I would have never overachieved in the women's department. But the communication, being face-to-face, eye-to-eye, is what makes that happen. Because when you're trying to communicate over the computer, the medium ugly will hurt their woman's feelings when they finally meet you.
But you've never been socially awkward, have you? You've always been a mouth. Like,
That's
you've always been the talk of the goddamn town. Even when people want you to shut up.
That's a fact. My mom always been slapping me in my mouth since day one. Sit your stupid ass down. You talk too goddamn much. You're too disruptive in class. Yes, never had a problem with communicating.
Exactly. So this ain't for you. Go ahead,
it's for the socially awkward people, like, who don't know how to start a conversation.
But it's because of the computer is what I'm trying to tell you.
I know.
It is.
It's because of the computer. But some of these people probably have amazing communication skills, but they never get to use them because they don't be around people.
Well, yeah, that's the point of it. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, if you're not around people, you don't even know how to talk to people.
That's right.
You know, you got to go and jump in the field and get out there.
Look at all the confidence Jess got.
This whole generation is like that. That's what we were just talking about, right, with social media. This whole generation is awkward like that. They don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
You know?
What your DMs look like, Mimi? I know they crazy.
Excuse me?
Tell the truth. I ask you this all the time, but I know they just get. I know they crazy.
I know they crazy too.
Because it is crazy. I will say that. It is crazy.
That's why I just shot her shot this morning at you.
I did not try to get with Mimi. What are you talking about? I'm not gay. It's such a good
Mimi, thank you, Mimi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV. For more stories, follow Black Information Network and download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
We appreciate you, Mimi.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?